Okay, we are live. We'll give a few seconds just for people to pop on. If you're watching this, we are talking competitions today. So this is going to be a very exciting live. So hang in there because we have some exciting news about what's going on at the GRE. If you have not got your ticket, make sure to get your ticket at gadgetrepairexpo.com. I think we have a code we can use while we're live. It's 50% off, right, Jeremy?
Yeah.
This code right here.
Yes, sir.
So if you're watching and you want to get a 50% off coupon, 50% off of your ticket, check this out. We got you a code here that you can use for 50% off of your ticket. So, okay, well, I'm super excited for this live because we are announcing two new competitions with the CGC World Cup in addition to the GRE competitions, which are micro soldering and the LCD swap competition. And so we're going to give you all the details about how to sign up, what the winnings are, and just talk about, judges and everything like that. So first, let's go ahead and go around the room. Let's talk about who's here. I am Nicole. I own Cellbotics. I also sit on the board for Repairs First Association and the Gadget Repair Expo. If you need to know anything training, I would be the person to reach out to. Or of course, if you're interested in doing a demo or speaking at the GRE or even getting a booth, you can reach out to me and I would love to talk to you. So go ahead. We'll start with Anna. Anna, tell a little bit about yourself and who you're with.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the founder and the sales director from For All Fix. I'm here because we're doing the CPI and glass competition. And do you want me also to talk about a little bit of the prices?
No, that's okay. We're going to just do intros and then I'm going to share the page and then I'm going to ask you those details. So then we'll go over them. Yes. So Anna is with For All Fix. And they are heading up. They kind of oversee the CGC World Cup here in the US. And so Anna is a part of the team that's going to be kind of help organizing that at the GRE. So, again, we now have basically 4 competitions going on at the GRE, ways for you to win money, trips. We're going to talk about all of that right now. So hang in there. So Jeremy, go ahead. Tell a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Kwaturski. I'm the CEO of the Gadget Repair Expo. I'm also the CEO of Repairs First Association. Some of you know me as the godfather of cell phone repair. I've been in the repair industry for over 30 years. And it was the original founder of CPR Cell Phone Repair. And, glad to introduce these folks here on this call today. We're really excited about the competitions that are going to be taking place here. Some big money, some big prizes, exciting stuff, China trips. So don't miss out. That's all I can say. We have a discount code here, all inclusive, both days, demos, cocktail party. Lots of fun. Anybody that's gone will tell you the same. Don't miss it. And that's all I got.
Yeah, it's going to be so awesome. All right. Okay, Brad, go ahead. Oh, no sound. We'll let you get that fixed.
I got it.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brad Broom. I'm with Repairs First and also the Gadget Repair Expo. I've been in the industry since 2009. So this is my big 16th birthday, sweet 16. So I also assist in the showdown on South Beach, which is going to be the screen swap competition, and also with the micro soldering championship.
Yeah, Brad kind of wrangles everybody together. And then runs the screen swap on site.
That's you, Nicole. You wrangle us.
He runs around and attracts everybody with that beard. It just brings everybody in.
I wished.
All right, Jonathan, tell us who you are. If they don't know who you are.
All right, so my name is Jonathan. I am the CEO of Easy Learning. It's a micro soldering training school online. We also do some of the, let's say, in-person trainings. And I've been a judge for the Gadget Repair Expo, as Nicole says, since the very beginning. So I've been here for a couple of years already. And the one thing I can tell you is you can definitely not miss it out. There's tons of things to learn. And even if you're a person that just started with micro soldering, you will have the chance this year to at least participate, because we're going to have a really, let's say, a simple repair, but it needs a little bit of a skill. So we're going to have a good amount of people participating this year, and very excited to see you all.
Yes, it's so exciting. And thank you for coming back again to be a judge. We love having you as a judge.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get to some of the details about what's going on. If you're watching this, I'm going to go ahead and share screen here. I'm just going to go through the website really quickly. Again, if you haven't visited the website yet, definitely visit it. We keep on updating it, okay? So right here, you can see there's shortcuts to all the competitions. We have added these two. At the end, the CGC micro soldering, which is actually called a CPU. I need to update that wording a little bit. And Anna will speak to that a little bit. And then the screen refurbishing. But of course, we have our micro soldering competition from the GRE and our LCD swap competition. The way
Look
that
at the
it
prize
works,
money there. That's awesome.
I know. Look at that
That's
prize
fantastic.
money.
Wow. You imagine one person going in there and winning multiple categories?
You're giving away the only thing that I actually have to discuss.
Money. You know, for the GRE competition, we've upped the winnings this year. So it used to be 1,500 starting at. It starts at 2,500 cash plus all the registration fees. So it is $25 to register, but that goes into the bucket. Also, there's other prizes that vendors will give. They'll give vendor credits to their, to parts and different things like that. So that's super exciting. I mean, that's just the GRE micro soldering competition. Then if you go and you compete in the LCD swap, the pot starts at $1,500 cash, but it also includes the application fees, which is like $10. So everybody that signs up, or $5, I'm going to pull up the page in a minute. That will also go to the pot that you get to keep. And again, vendors will give out credits to the website and everything. Then adding new this year for this show is the CGC World Cup, okay? And they have their CPU and glass refurbishing competitions, which will be hosted at the show. And the winner of the CPU micro soldering competition actually gets a full paid trip to China, which we will talk about in a minute. And the winner of the refurbishing competition gets $1,000 plus, tool credits and things like that for other vendors. So what do we want to talk about first? Which one do we want to go over first? Jeremy, tell me. Let's see. Which one do we want to?
Brad, I don't want to speak for you. What do you want to do, Brad?
What do you want to talk about
Tell us
first?
about these exciting competitions.
Well, I mean, we can always start off with the micro soldering championship. Well, thank you to all the parts providers like Injured Gadgets, and for sure WGP, who always will give us the tools, supplies that is needed for it. Like was said, we are going to change it up a little bit to try to get more people to join the event. It's not going to be an actual CPU swap. We're going to have that change, and then let's go to the LCD swap. We changed the name up for that, Showdown on South Beach, which I think is pretty cool. Prize money is definitely there. So we'll come on out.
Do you know what phones you're going to be doing the screen swaps on? Do you know what phones you're going to be doing the screen swaps on?
Shay and I and Cameron, we are still discussing that.
Okay.
We're trying to decide between an iPhone 11 and a 12.
Okay, awesome. So there you go. There's a little bit of information for you if you're listening. If you can do a 13 or 12, well, you know what? You can potentially win this competition. So how do you register? So I'll start with those first. So on our homepage, these little features have two buttons. One is Learn More, which opens you to the page that talks about the competition. So you can come here and check out everything. We're also adding judges here for the CGC event. Here are our judges for the GRE. So this is two events. I want to be very clear about that. You would compete for the micro soldering event, GRE, day 1. The CGC CPU event is day 2. So it's two events, but one registration. So when you come down here to actually register, and the judges will be featured here. I know Edgar Reparo is actually one of the judges for the CGC event, so we'll make sure to add him up here soon. But if you want to register, all you have to do is come here and click this. Did it share it? Let me see. Share this tab. Here we go. Yeah. And you pay $25, and this gives you 3 options. I want to compete only in the CGC, I want to compete in the GRE, or I want to compete in both for 1 fee. So it's not extra to compete in both of them. It's 1 price, and you can compete in both, or you can just select one. You follow the steps, you make the payment, and then it's going to open a form that you enter your information on. You know, we need your phone number, your name, your address, and things like that. So it's a short process to register, and it doesn't cost very much. And those fees go back to the winner. Okay, so that's important to keep in mind. We also have an FAQ down here that you can come and check out, you know, some frequently asked questions. Now, we don't know exactly what repair is going to be done yet in the GRE event, but we will have more information as we get closer. The CGC event, Anna, can you explain a little bit more about what is the actual repair that's being judged on? Is it, you say CPU, you say?
Yeah, so we're first going to do the CPU, and we're going to give the participant the iPhone 50 Pro, and they have to inspection and basically focus on the CPU damage. And like the participant has to go like through, you know, examine the entire board. And what we're going to judge is how long they take and how well they repair it. And for the glass, we're giving them an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and of course with a broken screen, and the task is to disable the broken screen and clean the screen, apply new glass, and secure it with glue. And the same thing, we're going to judge it with the time and how well they do it.
And this is refurbishing, so they have to use machines to take the glass off and put new glass.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then for the prices, for the CPU, like Nicole said, it's a all-inclusive trip to China. It's going to be already paid. It's going to be 5 days of the competition. And then the rest of the days, so will be then the 7 remaining days will be to tour China, like see everything, basically everything that is in China. And we're going to pay for the hotel, everything price is excluded. And for the glass competition, the winner will have 1,000 cash prize and then 500 in tools, equipment. So that's what the glass winner will get.
And the glass winner is not doing the trip to China. That's only the soldering. Okay.
That's only CPR.
Got it. Okay.
And I got a question for you. And this has come up. So somebody doesn't have 12 days to get away, even though they won a competition for the CGC with you guys at the Gadget Repair Expo, but they don't have 12 days. Can they go for the 5 or 6 days or 7? Are they able to manipulate those days a little bit and not have to go the full 12 days?
Yeah, we can talk about it with the winner and then see like how long they can stay. If they can stay,
Okay.
for example, 7 days, we'll do the 5 days of the competition, 2 days for them to tour a little bit of China or around the area where the competition is going to be.
Where's the competition? Is it in Guangzhou or Shenzhen?
Shenzhen. I don't know if I pronounced that.
Shenzhen? Okay. All right.
Now, I do want to, I've got Edgar's profile pulled up really quickly just to show who's going to be the judge.
Yeah.
One of the judges. So they're going to have 2 judges. Edgar is one of the judges for the event. So if you happen to follow him, then that might, you know, trigger some interest for you.
Now, I would say that anybody that wins this competition for us, for the micro soldering, should be able to go on and win the CGC event as well. So anybody that's thinking about participating, you got to go both days. It would not make any sense at all to only compete in one of these. So, you know, we're excited to be able to offer this. This is an incredible opportunity. And based on the fact that the competition is in Shenzhen, Anna, I'm certain that you guys will be able to show them the market where they can also be introduced to some, you know, cell phone part suppliers and things like that. You know, obviously, you if you're in the micro soldering business, you can also buy components and things like that here. So it's a great opportunity to take part in an event that's in Shenzhen, which is really the epicenter of cell phone repair parts in the world. So really, really exciting there. And I know that some people can't get away for 14 days or 12 days, 12 days. But the fact that Anna's willing to work with you, don't use that as, a reason not to compete. Would certainly, from the sounds of it, she's willing to work with you to make sure that you're not away from your business or your job and, too long. But that being said, what a great, exciting opportunity to do this. And we're very, very excited to be able to partner with you on this. Thank you.
I mean, how exciting, the United States representative in this international competition is going to come out of the GRE.
Yeah, it's like thrilling, like not only am I representing my country, but I'm also competing with the best people from those countries.
Absolutely. So if you're watching this and you're a micro solderer, or you do refurb, or you do, you just change screens, I mean, sign up for these. Yes, we get a good amount of signups, but it's not impossible to win. I mean, you have a fair shot. If you've got experience in one of these areas or all of them, go ahead and sign up for all of them. You're not limited to compete in one. You can sign up for all of them, and it's very easy to sign up. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to talk about as far as the China trip? I know they're gonna do sightseeing and all of that kind of stuff. You guys are gonna help with the visa process if they need help with that. Or there's not a visa. They would just need to have a travel visa, which you just
it's a travel visa.
Yeah. And then the screen refurbishing, they don't need to bring their own equipment or anything like that. They don't need to show up with any refurb equipment. You guys are going to have all of that set up.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. The LCD swap competition from GRE. Brad, can you touch a little bit on how that is ran? I mean, they sit down, they have a timer, can you talk a little bit about how, I know we get a lot of people that sign up for that. So you want to talk about how that's going to maybe be different this year? I know registration is required online.
Yeah. First off is we are not going to accept any registrations at the event. We're going to go with all pre-registration. So other than that, we just have a timer. You sit down. We get the time. The device for sure, it has to work. All screws in it. We're going to take our time to go back through the phone to make sure all the screws was placed in it right, and the screen works. And at the end of the day, we're going to get the fastest time. The fastest time is going to win the $1,500 grand prize plus the pot.
What was the prize last year, Brad?
I think it was 1,000.
1,000.
But I could be wrong. Yeah, but I want to say it was a good hot grand.
I mean, most of us, anybody coming to the show should take part in this LCD swap competition.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even if you're not a micro solder, come on, you can't do an iPhone 11. I mean, in your sleep. I mean, what is the registration fee? $10?
Yeah, let me check it out. Hold on.
$10.
And it's also
you could pay for your entire trip.
Yeah, it's also important to note that you do not have to have any experience at all. Come out.
Yeah, try it out.
Try it out. We had that last year. About half of our contestants didn't have any experience, and they actually did a decent job.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
am getting a question on my DMs. So if people wanna participate on multiple competitions, is that gonna be possible? And the hours are gonna be good for them to do all of them, or is it gonna be all at the same time?
No. So the day one GRE micro soldering event runs like normal. If you've been at a show before, kind of starts out in the morning. You do your repair. It goes into the tally. But it's not like you're doing it all day long. It's maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you can go and do the other competition like the LCD swap, right? Those two are day one. Day two is the CGC. So you just need to plan to be, if you're going to compete in all four, all you need to do is to make sure that you are at the expo both days, full days, not trying to leave early or anything like that. You need to be there day one in the morning, stay all day. You know, you can watch speakers and demos during the time you'll stop and go compete at either of those events. And then day two, you need to make sure you're there in the morning, staying all day. The show ends around 1 or 2 o'clock, and then you will compete for those two on that day. So no, there's plenty of time, and we do recommend, if you have all the experience, sign up for all four. There is no reason why you should not compete in all four.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
which is
adding this. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I don't know everything. I was just making a quick ad. It is like $5,000 plus a trip to China, plus all the knowledge that you get from the competition. So this is definitely you can.
I was just going to say that exactly. And if you look at the trip to China, I think Anna, you said that's worth $7,500, right? A $7,500 value.
Yeah, like around that.
Yeah. So if you figure the $7,500 value plus the $2,500 micro soldering for prize, that's $10,000 right there.
Right, plus the pot. So we have a good amount there. Yes.
That's incredible. That's really
Jonathan's like, I'm signing up to compete. Even though you're a judge in GRE, you can compete in the CGC event.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
But I mean, it's great because also the one thing you mentioned and I want to add is the trip to China is not going to be only the competition. It's also the contacts that you can make, the amount of people that you can get to meet there and know for future, let's say, parts orders and stuff like that. Because in the micro soldering world, there is parts that need to be ordered all the time. So if you can get a good contact from China and get them cheaper, it's a great way also to save some money there and also supply some people in the United States as well, if that's your plan. But just giving ideas.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I mean, and what you said too was imagine the networking that you can do in China with fellow micro solderers from around the world. This is like the Olympics of micro soldering, basically, right here. So
definitely, yeah.
And I want to take a minute because Tony and Dustin have jumped on, and I've kind of silently left them down here. So I wanted to showcase them a little bit. So Tony Baker's on, of course, always. We love having you on, Tony. Dustin is also one of our judges this year for the GRE micro soldering event. And Dustin, I think this is the first time you're hearing about the CGC International CPU competition and the China trip and all of that. So, so we'll add you in. I don't know if you're watching before you jumped on, if you have any questions or anything to add, or if you guys want to say anything about these competitions.
No, I'm excited for the competition.
Tony, are you going to have an employee go and compete and try to win and put, Cellfix in the international competition?
You're talking about refurbishing the micro solder, and I'm thinking about I have 5 months to learn all that to go to China. It's awesome though. I'm listening and I'm absorbing that information and the rewards that they're getting. I mean, that's a lifetime opportunity. If you don't want to value it with money, and it's a trip to China, and I'm honestly overviewing the GRE in general, as there is no show out there that focuses on the repair industry like the GRE. Honestly, it's very important that we take a lot, or the GRE group take a lot to come up with these competitions. And every single competition is very important, and even more important than the one before. It's really nice to have a expo that really focuses on repairs and repair stores.
Yeah, we really do go out of the way to focus on the stores. And we're so great that Anna and her team decided to partner with the GRE to bring this to America. It's an honor, and I'm just super excited. And what a better way than to be at the Gadget Repair Expo, the only show focused on the repair industry solely, So I'm super excited about it. Anything else you guys want to add about the competitions? I mean, Dustin, you are just great on stage and keeping everybody engaged and everything. So do you guys want to touch on anything going on with the competition, the Microsoft?
Do we know what we're doing yet?
No, you guys don't have that device figured out just yet, but soon. And we'll put that information online too.
Yeah, we've got a couple of ideas on the type of repair that we want to do. The one thing I can tell, a small hint, is probably not going to be a phone. So just so you know, it's going to be something different. Just because we want to make it more simple and in a way that, let's say, we can qualify people easier and it doesn't take as much time as it took before. So that's one of the things. Just be prepared for anything, because it's not going to be a phone. And then, yeah, I'll just leave that there. I don't want to share any more information. I want it to be a surprise.
Awesome. Okay, now I'm wondering, what is it? Oh my
Touching
goodness.
base on the first and second day. For the second day being to be done around 2:00, it's very nice because for the people that are going there for 2 days or 3 days, that gives you enough time maybe to go out of Miami, spend some time, and enjoy the Florida weather. So that's very important. And even
Florida
going
weather's
back
been miserable. It's been like 40 degrees.
How's the Florida weather right now?
I would love to have 40 degrees.
I know
It's
other people
like
are in
snowing.
snow right now, but I'm 40 degrees. I'm not having it. Okay, I'm not
It's 50. It's 50, Dustin. It's like super cold, but it's 50.
We woke up.
like, come and enjoy the Florida weather. I'm like, no, it's not happening this week.
It's cold. It is cold. I wore 3 jackets and a thermal and some gloves at 47 degrees. So,
Oh my goodness.
there you go. We're not used to this. We're beach boys.
And don't forget, if you don't do any repairs, but you still want to win money, day 2, we're doing best Hawaiian shirt. So day 2, wear your Hawaiian shirt, and we are going to be giving a cash prize to the winner for the best Hawaiian shirt. So there's tons of ways to win
I'll
money.
take that one home.
All right, so if we were
One
the
thing
shirt
to
plus
say
the
is,
competition, we get that, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony mentioned he's going to teach himself how to micro solder and refurbish. And the RFA has some great content. If you're not an RFA member, you should join the RFA because we have tons of content that Jonathan has even contributed to, and we can teach you how to micro solder. We have the videos from Martin up there as well. So, Nicole, you could talk about that better than I can, but if you want to advance your training, you're looking like you want to start, doing some serious Rocky training here in advance of these competitions and become serious. We definitely have the content to help you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If you're not an RFA member and you want to get some additional training for you or your team in micro soldering, refurbishing, or even basic repairs or business, it's all included in your RFA membership. It's not at an extra cost. So in addition to the discounts that you get from vendors, the monthly masterminds, the lives that we do, we help you if you have a contract you need to sign, you can send it into the RFA team. We'll review it. Anything from a new lease to signing for products or anything. So there's a lot that we do. We do live trainings for your team at no extra cost. So if you want a sales training, you want one of us to head up a sales training, that's included as a member. You can have one of us on for your internal team sales training. So RFA has a lot to offer you. And of course, upping your skill level is a big one because of all of the courses that we have that are included in the $69 a month. Which is nothing because you're going to make all of that and some more with all of the benefits like ACO. And I mean, there's just so much. There's over 60
I'll put it this way. I'll plug in something for you, even though, I am not part of the RFA team, but I do recommend, and my stores are part of the RFA members. Let me plug in this. You technically have a mentor on 911 call, literally. So if for those who pay, I know people that pay $5,000 a month or $7,000 a month to get mentored. You're really getting it with the RFA members to, for a certain amount, or, the RFA association for a specific dollar amount a month, less than $100 if you want to call it that way.
Yeah.
$69.
$69. I didn't want. I forgot the price, so I didn't want to.
That's all right.
$69, literally, to get a mentor just few calls away. You can't beat that. You really can't.
It is.
Hey, Tony, I want to make a video of you training for the GRE. Maybe we play this in the background.
Okay, I'm down.
What song?
Got some music coming out here. Hold on.
Are we gonna get
Hopefully.
nabbed for? We have to be careful what we play on YouTube.
Oh yeah, be careful. You don't want to plug the whole live show now.
They'll plug the whole live. Okay?
For real.
There is no music here, YouTube.
Oh no, there's a message you have to say. I don't authorize this video, or something.
I do not
like
own
that.
the rights to this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to get training, up your skills, definitely check out the RFA. You have enough time.
Let me ask you a
upgrade
question,
skills.
Nicole. Who do we have as new speakers this year?
So speakers, we have, I've started to list them. I don't have them all listed. Definitely not. Because, I'm still building out that list, but I will tell you, we have some returning speakers like yourself, Bob LaFawn, but we have some brand new speakers. For example, I have a person, his name is Sebastian. He focuses on business financing and helping businesses learn how to leverage business loans and grants and things like that. And he's going to come in and do a session on how to find those things, how to manage it and all of that. So I'm super excited. We'll have him posted soon with details about that session. We also have Malik coming in, Malik Ahmed, to talk about Google Ads. So how he's actually going to do a 45-minute session on mastering your Google AdWords. So keywords and, how to beat the Google, taking down your ads and all of that stuff, right? And, we're working on some more. We have Reggie, who's a shop owner. He's going to come and speak about different ways that he's been able to increase revenue and grow over the past 5 years. So I'm super excited. But yes, we do have new speakers. I'm working on another speaker right now who will be teaching shop owners how to optimize their Google profile and how to use it properly. So yeah, there's a lot. And it's, when we choose speakers, they're not just allowed to come up and speak about something to sell you. They have to give you value. They have to provide information that you can implement. So it's very important when you look at the GRE speakers, you have to know that myself, the GRE team have analyzed each speaker, spoken to them individually. We understand what they're going to talk about and that it is valuable to you as a shop owner. It's not just random people that we're selecting. There is a reason why we have these speakers. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Tony. I need to get more about your session too, because you're going to be speaking and I need to get your topic.
Absolutely. I'm ready when you are.
Yes. Let's see here. Yes. And the demos, let's not forget that. The demos is a big one. Let's go down here to the demos. So this year we are adding scooter repair demo. So, in addition to drone, TV, micro soldering, refurbishing, we are also covering scooters. So
One thing I want to say about that is, Kristen Kelly's seen anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 a month in scooter repair in one store. So that's pretty incredible. And he's going to speak about that. And he's authorized with a couple of vendors, and he's going to show you how to become authorized with those vendors as well, because they're looking for service centers. So it's really amazing how prevalent the scooters have become. Everybody has them, and they have problems, right? The batteries go dead, and charging ports break off, and similar things to what we see in other electronics coming in our stores. So pretty exciting, and I think this is something that all of us can kind of tap into to add additional revenue to our stores.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited about that demo.
You know that
Also,
now that you're bringing that to the subject, I didn't actually realize that there are actually money in the scooters until you said service centers. And I started thinking about like these companies that have these scooters in downtowns or
yeah,
club areas or whatever. And I'm like, you're right. Who serves those things? You know what I mean? So I mean, you
Mhm.
could be that. I mean, in every city there's a downtown, and in every downtown there's couple of scooter companies that I would say that are definitely probably looking for a tech support for something like that. Now that you mentioned it, charging ports issues, batteries, basic stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of these downtown scooters are pretty durable, like constructive wise. But charging ports, batteries, lights, or stuff like that are fixable. And I think if you land one of these contracts, I think it probably did hit a jackpot.
Well, Brad and I, as you guys know, we promote balloon festivals, and our entire crew, we have somewhere between 8 and 12 scooters on site all the time for our crew to use. They break off the brakes. Excuse me, the brakes.
That's me.
They knock the brake handles off. The lights, they're consistently being damaged, and we're repairing them. But you can imagine extrapolating that across, any area that you're in, that people are using these things regularly. So scooters is really quite amazing, and I can't wait to hear him, tell us all about how we can make some additional revenue on that.
I think in
and
the
these
near
are not
future,
children's scooters. These are high-end scooters. How much does these scooters cost you, for example, one scooter, Jeremy?
Our basic scooters are around $1,000. The ones that Brad and I have, there's like all terrain. They're a couple $1,000.
Wow.
it'd be crazy on the next GRE, and maybe mark my words, we're probably going to be talking about robot repair.
Yes,
Hey.
it's already on my radar. I wish
Hey.
I could find someone who could do
I
that.
have an
Get out of the
employee that is
bag.
actually. I have an employee that is actually studying robot surgeon. So I'm like,
Well,
there's a thing. I mean, it's there, So probably in the near future, that's going to be something where you have to be authorized to repair robots. I mean,
well, Tony, that's part of my speech is kind of my visionary, what's happening. But, Tesla's not going to be about cars. They're going to be about robots. And imagine maybe one of these robots in somebody's house, something happens. I don't know,
Yeah.
going to get broken. Right?
Now that he's in the government, so I think that's
You're not going to be able to box it up, keep it back to Tesla. Yeah. So I think there's going to be a huge opportunity. And, and Elon Musk says in the next 10 years, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of these things out there. I don't think that's a lie. I think that's very accurate. So we need to be positioned to be able to provide our store support and training and hopefully authorization to be able to service and repair Tesla robots or whatever other kinds of competing robots might be out there.
Mhm.
I'll give you an example on how the tech world is willing to change and how quick it is. Overnight, TikTok was down, and overnight, TikTok was back up. So everyone in this industry needs to understand that this industry could evolve in seconds or days. So you're talking about 10,000 robots. I'm assuming that if it hits the market and the trend goes on, you're talking about millions. You know what I mean? So it could evolve overnight. So if people are asking themselves, why do I go to the GRE once a year? I can tell you there's so much that changes within a year. I can tell you that since last May, there's a lot has changed in the industry. We've seen a lot of people going out of business. We've seen a lot of people evolving into other fields. I haven't seen a lot of people joining the industry, but I did see a lot of people going out of the industry due to the fact that and a lot of these guys have never joined an expo. These guys have never done financing or ACO or insurance or maybe carried devices. So I can guarantee you that, yes, the Gadget Repair Expo and other expos that are in the wireless industries are good to join and good to be in. and once a year seems to be very fair to give yourself two things. One is learn new things. Two is give a reset to yourself and to your business.
Well, you're absolutely right. And best practices is what we're all about, right? You mentioned that people go out of business and there's going to be some consolidation in any industry. And, a lot of people jumped in with a tax refund and a couple $1,000 and thought they could do it. Some of our more advanced shops are doing. And unfortunately, they're undercapitalized and, there's a ton of reasons. But at the end of the day, anybody that's here, the GRE, our number one focus is bringing best practices to help you increase your revenue and drive your business to success. And that's, in a nutshell, that's exactly what we're about, whether it's through training, whether it's through business success tools. We're about all that. And if you can't come away from the GRE learning nothing, you didn't see anything. You didn't meet any exhibitors. You didn't see any discounts on parts and tools and things that you didn't even know existed. You didn't meet with Tony. You didn't meet with Ahmed. You didn't meet with Brad. You didn't meet anybody. Because if you did, you would have came away going, I've got some really, really incredible tools that I can now put into my business, and I know I can grow it this year.
Jeremy, I get phone calls every now and then from people that are struggling. So, mentioning to meet, Jeremy, Tony, Ahmed, or Nicole, I can guarantee you that if you pick up a phone call and you would call one of these individuals that you met at a show and say, I'm struggling in my industry, you're definitely going to get 10 plus advices to probably shift your way out of the struggle and into a bright future. In the past probably 6 months, I don't want to exaggerate, maybe 3 to 4 people called me up, and those guys have been in the industry for 10 years. And they're all they are is their GSM Warehouse's customers. And they started mentioning to me that, hey, my store was at a certain amount, $60,000 a month. And for the past 3 to 4 months, I've been doing 16 and 17 and 14,000. What am I doing wrong? My conversation with them probably took about an hour each time. I've done some of them I've done it for free. Some of them I've done like a mentorship for them. So we've already seen the increase, at least to starting the first month after they had the conversation with us. They went from like $14,000 to $34,000 in sales. Just being a GSM Warehouse customer, for example. So trust me, knowing us and knowing the people that go to the expo or the GRE is valuable enough. And I don't brag about it, but I can guarantee you that anyone that have spoken to me have seen changes to their business in a better way. No one ever reached out to me and left a phone call saying I did not get anything, from him.
Well, Tony, you said it right there. You said that, everything changes so rapidly in this business. So, I think some of the things you just said was like they've been in business for 10 years and now they're down, downscaling, not obviously not intentionally, but what happens is they're trapped in that same mind process they had 10 years ago and the same business practices nothing's changed for them and they haven't evolved. You have to evolve. And one thing that gave me success and allowed me to grow a franchise business into, 500 plus locations is the ability to evolve. You have to evolve year after year, month after month, day after day, and understand that the business that we're in is evolving faster than we can barely keep up with. And if we can stay ahead of it, then we can be successful.
I agree.
So I think that's fundamental. You have to evolve.
I agree. And I want to tee up Jonathan and Anna here. Both of you speak Spanish. If we have any Spanish watchers, can each of you just recap? Anna, can you recap the CGC? And then Jonathan, if you, I don't know if you're able to unmute and just real quick give a recap in Spanish about the GRE micro soldering event. Anna, I'll let you go first if you want to do that.
Before I say that, what Jonathan and Tony was saying, like, is so true. Like, for example, us at For All Fix, we always want to be on top of everything of tools, equipment, machine to help like the repairman. Because not only I believe it was Tony who said the scooters, not only like the scooters like it's a big business, but also like the consoles, like the Nintendo, the Xbox, the PlayStation, like there's always like something wrong with the consoles. So like we are also trying to be on top of that and every equipment, because sometimes they take one tool out, but then a month later there's a new one that is better. So we always want to see what's best for the repairman, not for us, for them. Like that's what we're trying to focus on.
And Jeremy and Tony are spot on that an expo like this, specific for your industry, Gadget Repair Expo is the only one in the United States. I can't speak for international, but I will say in the United States that solely focuses on repair shop owners. So it's very important that you jump in, you know, and come to the show, because it has the potential to change your business and just revamp you, like Tony said, refresh you, get you excited again, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So, Anna, do you want to give a recap in Spanish really quickly? Okay, fine.
Sorry, I was gonna start in English.
No pressure. I just threw that at you.
Tranquila.
Sí, siempre me confundo. So, básicamente la competición del CPU y el vidrio, el CPU nos vamos a enfocar en la reparación de, no sé cómo decirlo bien en español, pero examinar
¿Te ayudo?
el board.
La tarjeta principal, el motherboard. Ajá.
El motherboard. Les vamos a dar a los participantes el iPhone 15 Pro, y cómo vamos a determinar el ganador va a ser en cuánto tiempo se demoren y que también lo hacen. Para el ganador del CPU va a ser un viaje a China, va a ser todo pagado, el boleto, la estadía, la comida, todo. Y va a ser 12 días. Si, como Jeremy estaba diciendo, si alguien no puede, podemos hablar y ver cómo pueden ir al menos para la feria, que va a ser 5 días, y de allí van a competir con la otra gente de los otros países, de Tailandia, México, Colombia y China. Y después para el vidrio vamos a darles a los participantes el iPhone 14 con la pantalla rota, y ellos tienen que hacer un refurbish con la pantalla rota, limpiar la pantalla y ponerle el pegamento. Y lo mismo va a ser con el CPI, vamos a determinar el ganador, va a ser por cuánto tiempo se demoren y que también lo hacen. Y para el ganador del glass va a ser $1,000 y después $500 en equipos como las herramientas o las máquinas.
Thank you, Anna. I think you're done because you stopped, right? I'm not sure if that was a pause or something else, or
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. And yeah, because we are on Martin's channel, Easy Fix. He did not make it to this call, but so he has a lot of Hispanic followers, so I'm sure they will appreciate that. Hey, there's our winner from the last 2 years, right? Fernando.
That's a back champion.
Fernando, are you going to come compete for your title?
And possibly go to China.
Yeah, he's gonna come.
Right.
Like, he must come.
Mhm.
I'll do this more recap on my part in Spanish. Is that okay?
Yep, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Bueno, entonces, para los que no saben, mi nombre es Jonathan. Yo soy uno de los jueces del campeonato de microsoldadura en el Gadget Repair Expo. Vamos a estar entonces mayo 7 y mayo 8 nuevamente en la competición como hemos estado en los años anteriores. Este año vamos a cambiar un poco las cosas. Usualmente habíamos trabajado solamente con teléfonos. Este año queremos trabajar con algo diferente para que más personas puedan competir y obviamente sin necesidad de tener un skill muy avanzado puedan simplemente entrar y al menos participar para que vean cómo funciona. La competición, no les voy a dar muchos detalles de qué dispositivo es, ya que siempre nos gusta mantenerlo como una sorpresa, pero va a ser un dispositivo que va a ser fácil de testear y ustedes van a poder participar de una manera un poco más fluida que los años pasados. Aparte de esto, el ganador se va a llevar $2,500 en premio, y se va a llevar todo lo que se recoja dentro de los fees de las entradas para la competición. Entonces, cuantas personas entren, lo que paguen, todo eso también va para ustedes. Y además, como para añadir también, tenemos entonces la parte ahorita de la competencia para ir a China, que está genial, que esto es algo que la verdad es la primera vez que lo veo en una exposición. Así que sin añadirle más, los esperamos y no se lo pueden perder. Esto es solamente un 10% de lo que hay en toda la exposición. Tenemos un montón más de cosas que pueden explorar y les puede ayudar para su negocio. Así que I'm done. That's it.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, so we've only got a few minutes left. I just want to recap real quick, and then I'll let everybody say what they want to say for a closing point. Go register to compete. You can compete in all four. There is enough time, but you need to plan to be at the event both full days. That's all you need to do. So day 1, arrive early, stay all day. Day 2, arrive early and stay. It ends around 2 o'clock. You'll be able to compete in all four. To sign up, all you need to do is come here and click pay and register. It's right on the homepage, very easy to find. Or you can come up to the menu here, compete at the expo, and click on each page and register. Registration fee for the micro soldering is only $25, and that includes competing for the GRE micro soldering competition and the CGC World Cup micro soldering competition. The LCD swap for GRE, which is the showdown on South Beach, is only $10 to sign up and compete. And the screen refurbishing, is that 10 or 5? I think it's $5 or $15 to register, Anna. We're working on the payment link, right?
Yeah, it was 5.
Okay, it'll be $5 to register to compete for the refurbishing event. We will have that application up tomorrow or the day after. So if you're someone who possesses the skills of refurb, screen swap, and micro soldering, you can sign up for all four. But hey, if you're brand new and you don't have any experience and you want to just try out something pretty basic, we've got the screen swap, or you can try all four of them. It's not a big deal. Everybody is welcome to compete. There is no requirements, right? We've got a comment in Spanish, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's saying that it's a great opportunity for all of us. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So get out there, register to compete. It's worth it. You're looking at a trip to China, $1,000 from screen refurbishing, $1,500 for swapping an LCD. I'm gonna compete, and $2,500 for micro soldering. It's huge winnings. So,
Nicole, if you put the code down here for 50% off,
yes.
the normal price per ticket is $99. So you get your ticket for $50. The difference will pay for you to register for all these rest of these events here, and basically you're done for the same price that would normally cost you. So use that code today, the GRE 50_off, and get your ticket and come out and compete. I got to say, I'm really, really super excited about the international aspect here. Working together to promote somebody from the USA to come out and compete internationally is super exciting. And plus, there's a ton of money here. I also want to say is, obviously the competitions are fun, but there's plenty of time for you to see the exhibitors. There's plenty of time for you to see some demos. There's plenty of time for you to see some speakers and compete. So we want to make sure the way we set this up is you can see everything. 2 days out here. Don't hesitate to meet with all the exhibitors, great exhibitors like Tony. Jonathan's also got some equipment out there. The folks at For All Fix will also have a booth. They'll be talking to you. Dustin, I don't know if you can have a booth or not. Are you going to have a booth out there? No? Well, Dustin's just fun to chat with anyway.
I just come to get drunk and hang out with everybody.
Exactly.
Well, Dustin,
Dustin this year?
He's our MC.
The MC, on the ring.
The MC.
Yeah.
Hopefully I do good this year.
Don't be shy to come and shake my hand on my table. I'll be out there. If you don't come and shake my hand, I will follow you and shake your hand. Figure it out.
Dustin, what kind of, I know you participated with us every single year, and we thank you for that, Dustin. But what kind of value do you see? You can tell people that, obviously they're maybe in your business, maybe they're not. What can you tell people why they should come to Gadget Repair Expo?
I mean, I said it before, and I'll say it again. It's really the people that come. It's the connections, you know. For me personally, I get to see clients that I do business with, and then to meet new clients as well. And one of the things is, like, if you do business with somebody, especially for years, they're a good client of yours, and you never met them, a lot of the times that they're at the expo, and then when you buy them a beer, you guys have that back and forth of having a good time together in person. It kind of really cements that relationship. It kind of it secures that partnership that you guys have. And I mean, every year I gain a new client and I get to meet a client I already have. And, you know, it ends up, we're getting into some trouble, but like, it was a lot of fun. So
Well, you haven't called me for bail money yet, so you're doing all right.
Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, if I'm calling you for bail money, I'm in trouble. All right.
It really, that's a really good way to put it, to be honest. It goes from making business with somebody to become friendship and build a bond. And that goes very, very far. I mean, I think I've been in the wholesale business for maybe around 11 or 12 years. The people that I've met in the past 4 years or 5 years since the expo, I think there's a more bond than the customers I've collected over the past 12 years just by phone calls. I think that the customer feels like there's a more friendship, that he knows, you're legit. They their order actually increases in value or in volume too. You could have somebody who's buying $1,500 at a time, and then it goes, you meet them, and then now they're spending $10,000 at a time. They feel like they trust you more with their money. They feel like you're a legitimate person. So it does add on a lot to vendors or to even individuals. Like Dustin said, he deals with the same people and he recruits new customers. And word of mouth, you could have that 1 or 2, 3 guys in the club again or in the expo. And those guys will start dealing with you after they meet you that one time. So it makes sense.
Definitely. And this could be you on our website. This could be your company, your photo, your logo. This gives legitimacy to what you're doing. You can refer clients. Hey, I'm the winner of this competition. I went up against my peers. I mean, this is a big thing. And imagine how it looks if you win the international competition and you go to China and you represent America against these other countries. What is that going to do for your business visibility wise and, clout wise and bragging rights to your customers and photos and putting the award in your shop? I mean, it's a big deal. And with the DRE events, I mean, we give you an award that you can actually put up in your, in your shop and show off, so, just that alone, bragging rights is always fun.
You might get approached by a company in China to pay you 10 times more than what you get paid in the US, and then moving out.
Not only that, but it's also like a great opportunity to learn from other people and see like what they're doing, so you can also implement it to what you're doing in your business. And like Jeremy said, like a great way to connect with people.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get off of here. Does anybody have anything else they want to say before we jump off of here? Sign up and compete. Tickets are 50% off. Okay, you got a cheerleader here, Jonathan. Okay. Okay, so which is awesome. All right, anything else we want to cover, or we're good?
Happy New Year's. This is the first video after the New Year. So Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Safe and
stay warm.
And we'll see you in May.
Yeah, we hope to see you. It's going to be.
You forgot to plug your GSM wireless.
Huh?
So you forgot to plug GSM wireless.
Do they not?
It's not always about GSM warehouse at its warehouse.
I can't plug it for you.
I plugged it every time I took a sip, bro.
All right, I didn't see it. My bad.
Subliminal branding. All right, guys. Bye. See you on the next live. Thank you all for being here. It's always great to have you.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.